Hey, this is Brian with the Seat Shop. Today I'm going to show you how to retrofit our Durofoam cushion for the heated and cooled seats on the new body Chevys. So they'll run for the 2014 and newer for the Silverado and Sierra for the 1500s. If you have the 25 or 3500s, it's going to start in 2015 and up, as well as all the SUVs, so your Suburban, Tahoe, Yukon, Yukon XL, Escalade, and Denali for the 2015 and up with the heated and cooled seats. So this here is a factory foam for the heated and cooled. There's cutouts in the foam. They're basically the same cushion. They just have a couple different cutouts for this bladder that go on top of the foam that lets the air disperse throughout the seat. So the original foam, they ran a dual density foam, so it's real soft in the center and it's more firm on the bolsters. And man, they're really uncomfortable. We get a lot of complaints and calls on them all the time. Our Durofoam has a much firmer density and it's solid throughout the whole cushion. It doesn't have different densities for it, so you don't feel like you're sitting in a hole. So there's a really easy way to modify this to work with the heated and cooled seat. I'm gonna walk you through that real quick. It takes about 10 minutes of your time. So on this back cut here, we're gonna go all the way through because that's where the 3D spacer fabric actually goes through and goes underneath the frame and hooks onto the blower motor. So this cut's gonna go all the way through. Okay, so now I got my slit in the back for the air 3D spacer fabric to go through there and hook onto the bottom blower motor. Now this cut here is going to be more specific because it's got to be an inch in depth from the top surface. Whether you decided to pull to lower the whole center section the ½ inch, or if you decided to leave it full like this and drop an inch down in these. So we're going to see how, I think this depth is 1/2 or 3/4. Let's see what we're at. It's 3/4, so we have to go a little bit deeper than this main pocket. So I'm going to cut an angle. Should have a good inch here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, as long as we got that inch of clearance for it to stuff down. The biggest problem is if it's short of the inch, then it's going to bunch up and it's going to push up into your cover and you're going to see a big bulge in the cover. So I need to trim some of this little stuff here out. Okay, let's get this side. Let's check that depth. Yep, an inch. I got kind of a little peak in the middle here, just because when I came in with the blade, I got it cut at an angle. I'm gonna see if I can flatten some of this out and see if I can trim a little bit of that off of there. Not that big of a deal, but you know, I don't want to risk that spacer fabric bulging up into the cover. Okay, that should get it there. All right, we'll do the same thing up front. Okay, right there. So we got an inch depth here. I'm gonna go ahead and take out that peak again that's in the center because I cut at the angles, cutting in here to get that front piece. Same thing in reverse there. So we'll flat down, cut that peak out, should be good. So I'm kind of looking for the highest point inside this ridge, and I'm just going to make sure that on that point I'm an inch. Looking pretty good. It's pretty much there. Let me pick a little bit out of the center. Like I said, this doesn't have to look pretty in here. It just needs that crater for the spacer fabric to fit in it. All right, so we've got all our holes and slits cut for the air conditioning foam for the 15 or newer Chevy. It's a pretty, as you can see, it's a pretty simple deal. Doesn't have to look pretty, doesn't have to be just crazy precise, just needing these pockets an inch deep down the center and this slit in the back for the air duct to come through and hook onto the blower motor. Check us out on our website at theseatshop.com or give us a call anytime at 214-710-2565. We're more than happy to help you out. We keep these suckers in stock. I guarantee it's going to make your ride a whole hell of a lot more comfortable in your Chevy. Check out the new Durofoam for the 15 newer body style GMC and Chevy trucks, SUVs. Thanks, guys.